Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Another shop video. Video I didn't want to have to make, but we're gonna have to make it. So we're working on something today that I was hoping not to have to work on anytime remotely soon other than for fun stuff. We're working on the Outlander 700 today. As you can see, we have a front wheel off. Now most of you guys know on the channel or been watching, this is my baby. Man, we've been working on it. I got some new things coming for it this week. Pretty excited about. I don't know if you caught it in the background on some of the other videos or not. But unfortunately, we're going to do a rebuild video on a Can-Am Outlander 700. You heard me right, rebuild video. Yep, we've been having a lot of carnage lately. And the boys messed up. The boys messed up hard today. Real hard. Told them all along, you guys do dumb things, get it on video. They didn't get it on video. Let me pop the door so we got better lighting and we'll give you a quick look. So there it is, my Outlander 700. We're gonna come right down this side. Looks pretty good. Oh, we can start seeing some witness here. Well, this is touchy here. Let's go around to the back side. Yeah. At that moment, they knew they messed up. Yeah, total carnage, guys. Not thrilled. Not thrilled, less than happy by a mile. I don't know if you guys can tell, but yeah, the angst in my voice is, yeah. So we're gonna tear this thing apart today, try to figure out what we need parts-wise. Looks like parts are pretty readily available. I'm hoping, looks like maybe this piece here is a separate piece. My worry is, you know, bracketing and things like that. The bed is pretty much trash, rack. So, and then I think this fender piece, it's got a broken piece up underneath there. And the way he flipped it, he also managed to bend that front tie rod. Again, that's the one I put on here a couple weeks ago. So we're gonna do a teardown video today. Get up to the dealer tomorrow, see if we can't get some parts ordered. I'll let you know price breakdown and all this stuff as we get doing this. So let's try to get this junk tore apart. Like I said, I'm a little upset about this one. Kid's okay, nobody got hurt, which is good. He's gonna be beat up, he's gonna be a little sore, but everybody's okay. So I'm not paying for this, the channel's not paying for this. They're gonna take it out of their own bank accounts and they're paying for this one, guys. I'm upset about this one. I do let the kids ride it and I tell them be careful, don't wreck it all the time. And of course, you know, tell them all the time if you're gonna do dumb things, get it on video. They didn't get it on video. It was a good crash from the way it sounded. They went, sounds like you hit a bump, back come up. If you guys ride these machines, you understand what happens. He's a fairly new rider, had just bought his own machine that we were going to debut on the channel here in the next week or so, because we're going to do a kind of a build little video on his and some tires and some other little goodies he wanted to put on it, which is fine. And but yeah, so let's see. I don't know, I'm gonna get something set up and I don't know, we'll do a tear down on it real quick. So hang tight, guys. All right, we got her all tore down. Still not real thrilled about it. Overall, though, it doesn't look like it's in too bad a shape. It's all just pretty much cosmetic. The only real structural that I'm seeing is this shock mount, or this, I'm sorry, this rack mount. This front rack mount looks like it's bent. I kind of struggled to get that one out because it sets up here on top of the battery, but everything else looks like it might need a little tweaking when I go to put back together, but nothing too bad. But there it is, all exploded, tore apart. Everything up here looks good. I mean, that's the benefit about plastics, is a lot of times they move. So parts wise, it looks like I'm looking at this part here, which I haven't pulled the reflector, license plate, or the light or anything of that out, because a lot of times when you order these parts, these little tabs don't come with it, so I kind of leave them all in there until I get the new parts. You can see there's the other portion of it. We got parts and pieces and junk laying everywhere. This whole bed interior, but it's pretty much toasted. I mean, it's busted up. So it looks like this, that, and then this fender piece up here on the top, right here. It lays right here. Has this one broken mount right here. The fender itself is in good shape, but there's one bracket here. This one right here. Yeah, right like that. So, looks like 3 major pieces. So there it is, guys. There's an exploded view of my Outlander 700. Yeah, not thrilled. Not thrilled at all. This is detrimental. Nah, not happy. Not happy, not happy, not happy, not happy about this one. Yeah. So we'll get up to dealer tomorrow, see about getting some parts ordered, and we'll continue off from there. Okay, we're back. We got parts, guys. Big pile of parts here. Shout out to my boys out at Honda East in Maumee. Ordered all this stuff on a Monday, went and picked it up on a Friday, so got all my parts pretty quick. But we've decided to go a little deeper into this since I got it all tore apart. Ooh, I can't show you that yet. You probably seen the tires in the background, but that's fine. So I've decided to go a little deeper on this. There's something about these Outlanders I don't like, and that's this exhaust. Now, I'm not going to replace it, but I hope you guys can see that, the crustiness that these get on them. You know, like here, and it's just from the mud, and then the mud gets hot. I mean, they just seem like, I don't know if it's a stainless exhaust or what it is, but it drives me freaking nuts that you got this nice fancy machine and then it's all boogered up. I do have the tip pulled out of that. I don't know if you guys have seen in them yet, but we might do some modification to that, see if we can't get a little more noise out of this thing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a heavy wire wheel and I'm gonna knock all this nasty off, get it down to clean, and I'm gonna prime it and paint it. Now the primer and paint that I bought, where is it at? Is this stuff right here. This is an AutoZone special. Levi and I went and picked up a set of paddles yesterday from a guy up in Maumee. Those are right there. Give 50 bucks for them. Facebook, guys, Facebook Marketplace. You just gotta dig. Keep your eyes open. This stuff's there. But run into a guy up there that restores vintage three-wheelers. Predominantly, he had a restored Tecate sitting up there, the green one. Man, that thing was sick machine. He had a couple of Tri-Zs sitting there that were all done, ready to go, and another Tri-Z and a YXZ, blah, blah, blah. But anyways, this guy was super, super cool. Hung out and drooled all over his stuff for, I don't know, 45 minutes or an hour or so. And Levi brought up the question, hey, what are you using for coatings on your exhaust when you redo these? And he told us he doesn't use a coating. He uses paint. He said he's using this VHT from AutoZone. I mean, obviously, look at the temp ratings on it, 1300 to 2000. This is the primer. And then I just picked up a black. It's just a matte black. It's a header paint. We're going to try it. We're going to swing for it. And so we're going to go ahead and wire wheel this down, get it all cleaned up, and I'll show you what it looks like after I get it wire wheel. I just threw, just a wire wheel on my 4.5-inch Harbor Freight grinder, Hercules, woo, Harbor Freight. But yeah, so we're gonna do that and get that painted up hopefully today. I don't know, I'm hoping the paint will cure. It probably won't because we had some rain come through and it's very, very humid today. But I want to try to get it sanded down, wire wheeled, and primered so I can maybe get paint on it tomorrow. Something else I want to show you guys. Oh, okay, it's over here. It's the exhaust tip on these. So been kind of looking at it, and I've heard a few guys, cut the exhaust tip, cut the exhaust tip. I wasn't real sure what they were talking about, so I went ahead and pulled this one apart because, you know, I've got the four-wheeler in pieces. This is the exhaust tip on these. You see that big screen in them? I'm thinking real hard I may cut that screen off. I mean, you can see it is, man, it's definitely restricting some flow. I don't know what it's going to do to the tune, you know, but I don't know. I haven't made up my mind. It sounds pretty rowdy with the tip out, but it's got kind of a loud tinny sound. I mean, this slides in there like that and bolts in. And I've been kind of kicking around, and then I'm going to do this because I'm going to do the tip too. So, just the tip. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and get this started. I'm going to make a decision whether to do this. I will let you guys know whether I decide to cut this down, cut the tip off or not, the screen off of that. If nothing else, I am going to hit it with some brake clean or some acetone and get all the carbon buildup off of it. So we'll go from there. I'll check back here in just a second once I get this all sanded up. And like I said, I got a big pile of parts for the Outlander, and we're going to get her put back together. This is going to be kind of like a rebuild. I don't know. But I've got my tie rod. I might do a separate video on installation. I have a right front CV joint that was giving us, I don't know, just felt funny once we had the wheels off and kind of playing with it at full droop. I'll show you that to you, but I think I'm going to do that in a separate video. And then, so yeah, let's get started on this. I'm going to start getting this sanded down. We'll be back in just a second. All right, there she is, all cleaned up, guys. There's the tip. All I did is, like I said, I took a wire brush to it, or a wire wheel on my grinder. I got another one on the end of a drill, and then I had a small brass toothbrush style. It's a little one like that. I just kind of worked everything over, got down in the seams. I'm gonna wipe it all down with acetone and hang it up and probably shoot some primer to it. So I was just talking about the exhaust mod I was thinking about doing. Well, that's probably gonna happen because wire wheels, small parts, and it jumped off and decided to crash into the floor. So screw it. I guess fate decided for me. We're gonna hack that off, and I'm gonna go ahead and just bolt that right back in there. Bolt her right back in, and then I'm gonna paint it with it on there. But I'm gonna wipe the whole thing down on acetone, get it hung up. I'll give you a quick look here in a minute once I get some primer on it. There it is, cut off. See, I'm not lying. I'm gonna do it. We'll see what happens, guys. All right, we got her primered. Had 2 coats on it right now. We'll let her probably set here half hour, 45 minutes or so, and let this primer dry. And yeah, I don't know if it's gonna work, guys, but we're gonna give it a shot and see what happens. I don't know, but I do, like I said, got all my parts. So once this goes back on and it's painted, and we'll dive on these. I need to start opening them up and get after it. All right, there it is, all painted up, guys. That's 4-ish coats, or 3 coats of primer. 3 coats of primer, and right about 4 coats of the VHT matte black. It's got a little bit of a sheen to it. It seems like when it dries, it gets pretty matte. So there's that is. We'll see what happens. We'll get her bolted back on tomorrow and hopefully get it all put back together. We do some sound clips and find out what it sounds like without that screen in it, the spark arrestor. We'll see. But then we also have Carnage. All the old Carnage parts. So we're out with the old, in with the new. Got all the tabs and reflectors and all the little stupid stuff moved over. The Q-link brackets from the rack, all that stuff had to be swapped over. Still waiting on the rear fender, but that'll be here, I suppose, hopefully next week or the week after. But I'm gonna make do with the old one. So, all right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, guys, let's showed you the new parts, the old parts. Got all the new ones set up. Let's go ahead and get this junk put back together. So this makes balance, guys. This main part here with license plate and everything's hooked in is a separate piece. But you gotta put that in first. Put that in first, then all right, guys, so I got the fenders and everything back on. I want to give you a look at this. I've been kind of watching this come back together. I'm telling you what, man, these look pretty sick without the back rack on them. I was kind of worried if it was going to look weird or not, but man, that's pretty sick. I kind of like that clean look. You guys mud guys, man, that's kind of a cool look. It's kind of like the G2 Gen 2 Outlanders where they strip the front rack. Now, I don't think this would look good with no front rack on it, just because of the way this front box is and everything's all integrated. But we're gonna go ahead and put the rear rack on her now. That's all we got to put back on it, and she'll be pretty good. I've already put the left front tie rod. I did find today that the right one is bowed just a little bit. It's not too bad though. But let me put this rack on and then we'll talk. Sorry guys, it started raining on me. But you know, there's thunderstorms and storm warnings out, but gotta have priorities. Gotta get your machine fixed, right? All right, there it is, guys, all back together. Oh, wasn't too bad actually. This is actually a pretty easy project. I know a lot of guys, hold on one second guys, let me turn some music off. So this really wasn't that bad once I got it opened up and kind of tore it apart. Everything went back together pretty easy. There was one little tab that ended up being bent down here on this. I took a pair of channel locks. Yeah, it's beautiful out. Oh my goodness, I'm getting soaked. Yeah, beautiful weather. Let's close the doors. All right, I'm gonna speak up, guys. It's a little loud out there. Oh, there's the hail. But anyways, got her all back together. She's all buttoned up. I'll put a price list of all these parts. Really wasn't too bad. Ended up having to replace the rear rack, the bed, or the carry-all, whatever they call it. This rear valance right here that the lights and everything go in. And then it actually ripped the tab off on this fender here. I went ahead and took a screwdriver, heated it up with a propane torch, melted it all back in, seam back in, but I do have a new fender ordered. I don't know if I'm gonna put it on. I might just put it up on the shelf. Man, this is priorities, guys. Look at that. Oh my God, it's blowing. The trash blew over. It's nasty out there. Holy crap. Anyways, back to the content. Gotta have your priorities. So while I'm here, I'll go ahead and reveal these. I went ahead and put a set of 28-inch carnivores on this bad boy. Oh my God, this audio is gonna be atrocious, I'm afraid. So I put some 28-inch carnivores on here. Picked them up Facebook Marketplace. $250 for the full set. They're a 28 on a 14-inch wheel. Again, some Tusk Cascade wheels, Rocky Mountain ATV. Super cheap setup. Man, this thing looks tight. I really, really, really like it. Gonna get you a frontal look at that. Man, that thing is a monster. So, yeah, she's all back together, guys. Like I said, I still need to put a tie rod on this, but that ain't no biggie. So, there it is. A wreck and rebuild of a 2023 Outlander 700. G3, all that good stuff. Turned out pretty good. Gonna be doing a full review on this here real soon. I think as soon as I get it cleaned up, maybe get that CV axle, I'll get that video posted here in another week or so. Maybe a week, maybe a couple of days, I don't know. We gotta get it tore apart. I have the parts set in here, so maybe I dive on that tomorrow. Let's see what the weather does and all that good snot. But I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off here, guys. But as always, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. Average John Horseman. No spaces. Other than that, man, we got some rides coming up. Still working on trying to get Maddie's DS put back together. It's all done other than one little part. That video, that rebuild video is coming, which is also the clutch kit, so be prepared for that for you DS guys. Some cool things coming with that. I can't wait to ride that thing. It's gonna rip. But yeah, we'll do a review on this here soon. But as always, guys, thanks for hanging out. We appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, tell your friends. And as always, we'll see you on the next adventure.